Good evening and welcome to a late edition of Giants Roundup. It was not a good night for the Giants as the Bats went back to sleep and they lose 5-1 to the Padres. You can follow on Facebook and Twitter. Please be kind and hit that subscribe button. And the inconsistency of tie block continues tonight. As he went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, 3 were earned. And Belt did not have a good night fielding with an error. And Evan Longoria had an error too, so that didn't help matters either. Brandon Belt was good at the plate tonight, though, 2 for 3. But 9 runners stranded tonight, so that theme was back tonight. Tyson Ross, scoring started in the 5th inning when Tyson Ross singled to right to score Freddie Galvis, excuse me. And then Perella scores Eswaje to make it 2-0. In the 6th inning, Villanueva doubles to score Hunter Renfroe. And then later in the 6th, Freddie Galvis scores Villanueva. Then the Giants score their only run by a panic single to score Gregor Blanco. And then the final scoring was in the 7th when Franchi Cordero hits a home run off of Sam Dyson. Hit 5-1. And Dyson's ERA is now up to 7.11. And no, it is not, oh, thank heaven, it's not that heavenly of an ERA at this point. And no. But Pierce Johnson was good tonight. Brad Hand is looking like a shutdown closer for the Friars. And the Friars just got back on track tonight. That's just how it is. Tomorrow will be a different day. And tomorrow it will be Eric Holland against Clayton Richard. Will be your probables tomorrow. And it looks like Austin Jackson's now day-to-day, so if Jackson has to miss significant time, we could see Mac Williamson up with the Giants, depending on the severity of Austin Jackson's injury. And suspensions were handed down from the from Wednesday's melee, excuse me. Arenado gets suspended for 5 games. Luis Perdomo will miss the start. He is suspended for 5 games. Gerardo Parra suspended 4 games. Both Arenado and Parra are going to appeal their suspensions. Buddy Bauman got 1 game for fighting. AJ Ellis and Freddie Galvis and German Marquez were fined but not suspended. Perdomo will not appeal his suspension. And Bauman was optioned back to AAA in El Paso. I expect when they play each other next week, the pregame warning will be in full effect. And Block can't afford too many clunkers with the way Andy Suarez performed and Tyler Beatty getting another opportunity here on the next roadie. So that's looking more and more likely that Block might be more of a swingman than a starter at this point. I don't know if he can sustain long-term success as a starter. Maybe just too inconsistent, but that's something that we'll see as we get into the months of May and June before making a final verdict on it. But in my eyes, I think Block is more of a bullpen guy than a starter. And he's maybe a poor man's Kirk Reeder. And that was one thing I liked about Kirk Reeder was he was a good contact hitter. He would never overpower you with his stuff, but Reeder was always effective with the fly ball and getting people out. But Block just does not have the stuff to be another Kirk Reeder. And I miss Kirk Reeder. Kirk Reeder was one of my favorite pitchers growing up, watching the Giants. He always had a positive attitude. He was just a really good person. And he was really an unsung hero during the late 90s and early 2000s. I really liked it when Woody was there, and there will never be another Kirk Reeder out there. But when Block can't contact, things don't go well. When he's not effective and getting the fly out, he's not effective. But I think he's better off in the swingman role than being a starter, honestly. We'll see what happens when reinforcements happen with the returns of Cueto and Samardzija. I think Derek Holland, I don't know how much of a leash he's going to have, but if Holland continues to perform like he has and the youngsters go and look more MLB ready, I could see Ty Block going back to the bullpen sooner than later. All right, let's do the MLB wrap up, the MLB roundup. The Braves blanked the Cubbies 4-0. Your winning pitcher, Anibal Sanchez. Your losing pitcher, Yu Darvish. No, Yu Darvish was not good today. 4 2/3 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, and 4 walks. Ryan Flaherty 3 for 5 for the Braves. And 3 hits for Sanchez, as he looked like the old Anibal Sanchez for Atlanta today, and they're now a surprising 8-5 at this point. The Cardinals beat the Reds 5-3. Your winning pitcher Luke Weaver, your losing pitcher Tyler Mahle. And I don't know how much longer, how short the leash is going to get for Brian Price. But 2-11 is not all that wonderful. And it could get him fired at some point. And Yadier Molina with a home run. Dexter Fowler with a home run. And Molly 5 earned runs and 5 in the third innings pitched. And Luke Weaver looks like an ace, 7 strikeouts today. Tyler Lyons gives up an earned run in 2/3 of innings pitched. The Rockies beat the Nats 2-1. Your winning pitcher Scott Oberg. Your losing pitcher Tanner Rourke. Carlos Gonzalez goes 2 for 3 with a home run. Kyle Freeland, 4 and 2/3 innings pitched, only gave up an earned run, but 3 walks and gassed out early. And Rourke did a good job. He just did not get any run support. The Blue Jays beat the Indians 8-4. Your winning pitcher Danny Barnes. Your losing pitcher Zach McAllister. Francisco Lindor 3 for 5 for the Indians. And Aldamis Diaz with a home run. Marcus Stroman 4 earned runs in 5 innings pitched. Mike Clevenger only lasts 4 innings, 4 earned runs. So not a good day there. Matt Belisle, 3 earned runs in 1 1/3 innings pitched for Cleveland. The Mets beat the Brewers 6-5. Your winning pitcher Steven Matz. Your losing pitcher Zach Davies. Jesus Aguilar goes 3 for 4 for the Brewers. Todd Frazier goes 3 for 3 for the Mets. And Frazier had 2 home runs in this game. Perez had a home run in this game. Ryan Braun did, and so did Travis Shaw. And Davies 5 earned runs in 4 1/3 innings pitched. Dan Jennings an earned run in 2/3 of an inning pitched. The Red Sox beat the Orioles 7-3. Your winning pitcher Eduardo Rodriguez, your losing pitcher Chris Tillman. And Rodriguez gets his first win in the major leagues. So congrats to Rodriguez. Rafael Devers goes 3 for 5. Eduardo Nunez hits his second home run of the season for the Red Sox. And Heath Hembree gives up 2 earned runs in 1 inning pitched. There we go. Now I'm back after getting AOL'd, so to say. Mike Peter had a little bit of a brain fart. The Phillies beat the Rays 2-1. Your winning pitcher Eduardo Ramos, your losing pitcher Alex Colomé. And Colomé spoils a good start out of Jacob Faria. Hard luck loss for Colomé. The Pirates beat the Marlins 9-7. Your winning pitcher Dylan Peters, your losing pitcher Chad Kuhl. Miguel Rosas goes 3 for 5 for the Marlins. JB Shuck goes 4 for 4. And Cool 5 runs, 4 earned, in 5 innings pitched. Dovidas Navaruskas, 2 earned runs and 2 innings pitched. Having technical difficulties again. I think I'm just going to go ahead and terminate this broadcast now. Talk about the Grizzly game tomorrow's podcast. As this thing's just wanting to be stubborn. I'm going to try a different site. Third time's the charm. And the Yankees beat the Tigers 8-6. Your winning pitcher Jordan Montgomery. Your losing pitcher Mike Fiers. Aaron Hicks goes 2 for 3 for the Bombers. Montgomery 3 earned runs and 6 innings pitched. Sullivan Betances 3 earned runs and 2/3 innings pitched. Now his ERA stands at 8.10. And Fiers 6 runs, 5 earned, and 5 2/3 innings pitched. Alex Wilson 2 earned runs in 1/3 of an inning pitched. And the Astros beat the Rangers 3-2. Your winning pitcher, Joe Smith. Your losing pitcher, Calvin Jepson. Brett McCann goes 2 for 3. George Springer has a home run. And Garrett Cole, 7 innings pitched, 14 strikeouts. And the Angels beat the Royals 5-4. Your winning pitcher, Blake Wood. Your losing pitcher, Justin Grimm. Ian Kindler, 3 for 4. Zach Kozar, 3 for 4. Lucas Duda, 3 for 4. And Grimm gives up two earned runs in 1 inning pitched. And ironically has an ERA of 7.11. The Mariners beat the A's 7-4. Darren Altavilla. Your losing pitcher, Daniel Colome. Kyle Seager goes 3 for 4. And Mitch Haniger has a 3-run bomb. Yasmer Petit had an earned run, so did Daniel Colome. Terrible 3 earned runs in 1/3 of an inning pitched, and he could be on his way back to Nashville really soon. And the Snakes beat the Dodgers 8-7. Your winning pitcher, Zach Greinke. Your losing pitcher, Kenta Maeda. Cody Bellinger goes 3 for 5. And a home run. Maeda, 5 runs, 2 earned, and 2 2/3 of an innings pitched. Tony Cingrani, 2 innings, 2 earned runs, and 1 inning pitched. And the Twins and White Sox were postponed due to weather. Now tonight I went to the Fresno. That took long tonight. Went 12 innings as they beat the Reno Aces 7-6. And they're doing some changes to Chick Chansey Park this year. And some things surrounding Chick Chansey Park that's changed in downtown Fresno is now Fulton Mall is open to cars. Now take the Q bus, also known as Bus Rapid Transit, and get home from the ballpark. Good news there. New owner lowered prices on tickets and concessions. So definitely a step in the right direction. And then the River Cats beat the Rainiers tonight, 3-2. Your winning pitcher, Rob Whalen. Your losing pitcher, Jose Valdez. Tyler Erb looked pretty good tonight. 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 6 strikeouts. Not bad. And Garrett Stubbs was 2 for 5 tonight. And he pushed his luck early trying to score on an inside the park home run to be gunned down at home plate. But Stubbs come back later to hit a double. Tyler White had a home run when it counted in the 8th inning. Albert Suarez, former Giant Albert Suarez, is now pitching for the Reno Aces. 3 earned runs and 2 innings pitched tonight. Neftali Felice looks like his career could be over. He did not look great. He's looking like he's heading for retirement. Buddy Boshers wasn't great either. On run and 1 inning pitched. And Francis Martes was the starter tonight for the Grizzlies. Martes was really had command issues all night. Along with Matt Ramsey, he gave up 2 earned runs and 1 inning pitched. Tonight's attendance was 8971. It was a pretty good crowd tonight. Pretty fun environment. Be coming back out there on May 4th. Come out May 4th for the Star Wars night, and then that'll be Battle of 99. So that'll be kind of fun. And hopefully we'll see Beatty or Suarez start by then. Then the following week I'll be going off to Las Vegas. And the timing might be right. I might catch a Grizzlies 51s game that weekend. It's in the last year of Cashman Park in Vegas before they moved to their new ballpark. Time for the PCL roundup before I go to bed. The Storm Chasers beat the Sounds 5-0. Redbirds beat the Cubs 9-3. Baby Cakes lose to the Oklahoma OKC Dodgers 10-3. The Bees beat the Isotopes 8-7. 51s beat the Chihuahuas 7-1. And the Round Rock Express in Colorado Springs Sky Sox is postponed. I also did get to see them put a runner at second base for the extra innings game. And how it works is the last batter to get out would become the runner at second in extra innings. And it does create some strategy. Some teams are trying bunting with it. Others are trying to or intentionally walking now to try to force the double play. I just don't think it's good baseball, and I hope it does not get implemented in the majors next year. I really did not like it tonight. Just as bad as the fans going woo every 5 seconds. And then next year, Colorado Springs is going to be without a piece, is leaving the PCL. San Antonio will be taking over the Sky Sox, and the Astros could be likely on their way to Round Rock, with Houston going to San Antonio in another year. I'm going to go to bed. Thanks for dealing with me this late at night. You guys have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow when I'm fully awake.